Have you not told the school that your child has high-functioning autistic spectrum disorder, and now your child seems to be getting in trouble daily because their teacher does not understand their special needs? Hi there, it's Neesha from My Favorite Physio. In today's video, I'm jumping in to share with you a case study of a little one who we have been seeing here in our clinic. So here at My Favorite Physio, we see lots of little ones who have autistic spectrum disorder. For children who are higher functioning, sometimes they're diagnosed as having Asperger's syndrome. Now, we find that the little ones who are very high functioning, they will still have the features of autistic spectrum disorder. Mainly one, there's reduced social reciprocity. They struggle with understanding the social cues and facial expressions of the person they're interacting with. And even though they're high functioning, these issues still exist, and it's important for their teachers and the school to understand that so they can best support them. The second feature you'll find is there's odd behaviors. So for children who are high functioning autistic spectrum disorder, they tend to be perhaps interested in topics and they will obsess on those topics. So you might find in a classroom situation, a child would be constantly wanting to talk about one thing. The third feature is usually speech impairments. Now in children who are high functioning autistic spectrum disorder, they tend to have superlative skills. So they might be extremely great with reading, writing. They could be reading off the boards even though they couldn't write or have a conversation. They could be really great at maths. They literally could do mental maths that, a university graduate would be doing, and they're doing at 3 years old. So we do have superlative skills which we need to cater for in a school. So this little boy that we have in our clinic, we've seen him since he was a little baby. And over the years, we could see him evolve, and we could detect by 3 years old that he was very high functioning autistic spectrum disorder. He had superlative skills. He was brilliant in languages. He was brilliant in mathematics. He was obsessed about, constellations and stars. So when he got onto one topic, he really got onto it and would just keep talking about it. Now he is now in big school. He's completed kindergarten and he's actually in year 1 this year. And mom and dad is saying he seems to be having troubles in school, getting in trouble for behavioral issues. Now, when I further prompted this with their parents, the issue is this. They've got a new teacher who doesn't understand the child, but the parents have never told the school or their teachers that their child is high functioning autistic spectrum disorder. So what happens is the child is in the classroom, he's excited about the topic of maths, and he would love to put his hand up and he wants to answer every question, and the teacher doesn't understand him and is just ignoring him, thinking, you just want my attention, I need to pay attention to others, other people must have a chance and a turn to answer the questions, and he's just busily trying to get your attention, and you've ignored him the whole session. The child then gets frustrated and is upset, and because of his lack of social reciprocity, he doesn't understand that without saying to him, let someone else have a turn. I know you know the answer, but let someone else have a turn. Instead, ignoring him, all he sees is you're ignoring me, you're being mean to me. And because he also doesn't understand the social context of how to approach the teacher to talk about it, he literally was saying to her, you're mean, you're not nice, you're disgusting, you're not paying attention to me. And obviously the teacher gets upset when he does that and has an outburst of tantrum, and so she wants to send him to the principal office. So then we start the cycle of he's now the bad boy. And every time he wants to participate, the teacher thinks, you're just troublemaker. I will gonna ignore you, and every time I ignore you, the behavior escalates. So when parents are talking to me about this, when he came to physiotherapy, he's a completely beautiful child, I actually suggest that it's important to talk to the teachers to explain to him that your child has autistic spectrum disorder on a very high level functioning, and that they have issues with social reciprocity. They can be very literal as well. So if you say to them, I will talk to you in 1 minute. They expect 1 minute is up, you will talk to me. So it's really important that teachers watch their language and be more mindful when they're interacting with a child like this, because that would make the whole experience a lot more better for this child and the teacher. There's no need to send him to the principal's office every time he's just trying to participate. It is purely a miscommunication issue, and to some extent, parents can stop that by simply sharing with confidentiality to the school and teachers. Our job is to support our children, and we don't want them to have a negative experience at school because they see it as black and white. She ignores me, she hates me, I don't like her, so I don't like to be at school. So if that's your child, please consider the option to talk to the school to get better support for your child. And if you're concerned about your child perhaps having autistic spectrum disorder, what you need to do is to ring us here at My Favorite Physio, speak to one of our expert pediatric physiotherapists. The number to ring is 02-9790-4233. And if you know somebody out there in your world who has a child that perhaps is very high functioning and not even diagnosed and is getting in trouble at school, why don't you like and share this video with them? Until next time, have a wonderful day. Bye.